According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, India, with 11% of global imports, is the largest arms importer in the world. In its effort to modernize the armed forces of the country, India in recent times has made a lot of big-ticket purchases of military hardware like Apache attack helicopters, Rafale fighter jets, S-400 air defense systems, and other state-of-the-art technologically advanced weapon systems. In the financial year 2022 to 23, out of 5.25 lakh crores of the defense budget, a total of 1.52 lakh crore has been allotted to buy new arms, fighter jets, warships and other military equipment. Most of these buyouts are to be imported from other countries on an emergency basis. And welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Piyush, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI English channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Coming back to the story, in this video, I am here to tell you how India is emerging as a major defense exporting country. On one hand, the government is focusing on the modernization of the armed forces on a priority basis through fast-track acquisitions, and on the other, it is making transformative changes in policy initiatives to increase the domestic defense industry. Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India initiatives, the government had set the target for annual defense exports of rupees 35,000 crores by 2025. Aligned with the policy initiatives, India has made a significant jump in defense exports. According to the Ministry of Defense report, India's defense exports for 2021 to 22 were rupees 13,000 crores, and the biggest buyer of Indian defense goods was the United States of America. Sanjay Jaju, Additional Secretary Department of Defense Production, in a press brief said that in 2021 to 22, we have recorded rupees 13,000 crores of export, which is the highest ever export number that we have recorded in defense. He further added that the share of public sector companies in India's defense exports has increased to 30% from earlier 10%, and the private sector accounted for 70% of the exports. The overwhelming increase in defense exports is attributed to the government's targeted and structural policy initiatives in recent years. After the second term in office, the Modi government brought a detailed defense production and export promotion policy in 2020 to make the nation self-reliant in defense production. It envisaged to achieve a turnover of 1,75,000 crores, including export of rupees 35,000 crores in aerospace and defense goods by 2025. To develop the domestic defense industry, the policy has adopted various focused and structured initiatives like procurement reforms, support to startups and MSMEs, optimizing resource allocation, and promotion of foreign direct investment. Further, to enhance the foreign investment in the country, the FDI limit in the defense sector has been increased to 74% through the automatic route and up to 100% through the government route. Moreover, two defense industrial corridors, one in Uttar Pradesh and another in Tamil Nadu, are being set up in India to catalyze the indigenous manufacturing line and enhance export. To expedite the export process, countries are recognized to focus on the production required defense equipment. The countries on priority lists are Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, Saudi Arabia, UAE, the US, Egypt, and other African countries. Further, the offset deal of India's defense purchases is being aligned to support the domestic defense manufacturing industries. For example, under the Apache and Chinook purchases, Boeing and Tata are exporting oil fuselages of Apache helicopters all over the world from India. And following the Rafale offset deal, French aviation giant Safran has targeted to invest around $150 million in India. These offset plans have not only contributed to bringing back the buyout money, but have also made it compulsory for partnering companies to transfer the technologies to India. Moreover, the recent talks to export made in India Tejas light combat aircraft fighter jets to Malaysia and Egypt and BRAHMOS supersonic cruise missiles to Vietnam and the Philippines will help in realizing the targeted goal of defense export to rupees 35,000 crores by 2025. In the geopolitical overhaul and realignment of the world order, India poses the center stage. Until and unless the country's export base is not enhanced, India will not be able to leverage its policies around the world. As the conflict is going to rise in the near future, India must be Atmanirbhar in supporting its defense requirements and become the net exporter of defense equipment from the net importer of defense equipments.